A very good evening and welcome to the Mastercard Club Rugby Tournament organized by Sri Lanka Rugby. Kandy Sports Club taking on Sri Lions up in Nittawela. It's a picturesque stadium, arguably one of the best grounds. It's a cool wind blowing across the Nittawela Rugby Stadium here in Kandy. It's December. This is something, a ground that you could feel from home. The breeze, the climate, the atmosphere. It's lovely weather here in Kandy. Teams are just completing their warm-ups on your right and left, and of course here is the Sri Lions team. They're making their debut. It's a historic day for them. They have a big vision of going into the international scene. They have very experienced lined up, a very experienced set of forwards in their team. And on the other hand, the Kandy Sports Club team is looking to regain their lost pride of not winning the league championship last year. These boys have put in a lot of hard work in the off season. They had a passion, they had commitment. They committed to the club this season to make sure that they bring back the league for their fans. The most followed rugby club in the country, the Kandy Sports Club. As I said, it is bright and clear, but it has been raining in the past couple of days during this time of the day. But hopefully the clouds will stay away from the Nittawela Stadium. 28 Celsius degrees feels a lot like in the mid or the early 20s, and there is a good wind blowing across 10 kilometers per hour. And it's cloudy at the moment. I hope it remains throughout like this, but it's perfect conditions, underfoot conditions for rugby here at the club. The crowd is slowly building up. If you've been here or have watched games here, you know that the crowd starts coming from around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The city shuts down at 12 noon, and everybody after lunch they just head towards the Nittawela Stadium to support the rugby team, the much loved Kandy rugby team. They see the families have already come in of the players and the coaches. The management team is around here as well. So plenty of support, plenty of hope for the Kandy Sports Club. The management and the fans, after what happened last season, they went down to CRNFC twice at home and at the CRNFC grounds in London Place. So winning the league after 26 years last time, and Kandy losing it after quite a number of years. And that's something that they want to bring back, and every player, every coach you talk to in the management system is they're talking about that. On the other hand, Sri Lions is something that for them, they will want to make a statement. They've been here before in their practice game. They played one which was very tight, but with very heavy rains on that day. This is how week one of the Mastercard Club Rugby League 24-25 was started off, with Air Force taking on CHNFC. Air Force looks threatening, a team that you need to watch for this season. 36 points to 15, but they have some willing players in that lineup. Of course, they played at Rathmalana, scoring 5 tries, making a statement early on in the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League tournament. Havelocks, on the other hand, taking on Navy at Valisara, and also stamping their mark early on with a 43 points to 25 win in Valisara. Not easy conditions to play away if you're playing your first game at Valisara, and I think Havelocks have done really well to notch that up. As you can see, the Kandy team coming to the middle of the ground for their traditional huddle before they go into the sheds, and Sri Lions in green are warming up on the right hand side of the pitch. Some familiar faces, some very experienced faces in that Kandy lineup, led by Fazil Murray, the coach. Terence Henry comes in as the forwards coach, and Tarak Algama, the strength and conditioning coach, has stayed with the Kandy Sports Club. Sri Lions, on the other hand, have some very experienced players as well. Kevin Dixon is their captain, and Dushmanta Priyadarshana, Prasad Madhushankar, all these players have won leagues in other clubs at some point of their career, have represented Sri Lanka. There's some cool heads there and good talent as well in Dinu Kamarasinghe and also Dulaj Nabo, the St. Peter's captain, playing at number 8, and of course you have the experience of Chanaka Chandimal at 10, who is now just talking to the team and will want to know everyone to keep on the same page to run this team. We'll go into short commercial break. When we come back, it will be the kickoff of the first game here in Nittawela for the season 24-25 of the Mastercard Rugby League.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Barakaranda. Beat the remake Karanda Karanda. Have a little power Ayana. Give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana. Kotumi Kiki Kolena. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us?
We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, he would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason.
I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays. Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Barakaranda. Beat the remake Karanda Karanda. Have a little power Ayana. Give me a fashion Karanda. Fun Turana. Kotumi Kiki Kolena. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You can't!
cannot do that.
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby barakaranga. Beat take a remake karanga Nittawela. Hada wada bawala yana gindara fashion karanga. Fun turanga kotumi kikki kolena. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Welcome back to the Nittawela Rugby Stadium. As we just spoke of both the teams, they have headed back to their sheds to line up for the kickoff in a few minutes. At 3:45 is the scheduled kickoff time today. And the Sri Lions team will just run through. Look at this experience in the front row. Dushmanta Priyadarshana, Prasad Madhushank and Ranidhu Ritmal. Fantastic set of forwards. Denuan Pereira and Garnidu Lakshan, very strong ball carriers in the locks for them. Mohammad Nizran plays at anchor, and Shehan Dias and Dulaj. Now there's some exciting talent there up against, again, a good 6, 7 and 8 for Kandy Sports Club as well. Ravin Fernando, the Nippy scrum half, joins the experienced Chanaka Chandimal in the halves combination. Dinuk Kamarasinghe and Teeksan Ishan, again 2 exciting prospects for Sri Lanka Rugby in the centres. Romesh Ramdas and Aaron Fernando, again a very good step on the wing. And ever experienced Sri Lanka fullback Kevin Dixon will lead the side from 15. Aryapala, Nimsara, Supun, Madhusanka, Dhananjaya, Fernando, Muthumani and Induranga will complete their 23 for the day. Sri Lions looks exciting as we move on to the Kandy Sports Club team card as well. Malit Vijay Sundara, Dilshan Farid and Milan Veerasinghe, relatively inexperienced compared to their opposite numbers in that front row, but they have got some games under the belt. Keeping them fit this season will be a challenge for Kandy Sports Club. Then they have Chatura Soisa and Nalan Premnath, who had just crossed over from Air Force. He will be a very good addition in that second row for Kandy Sports Club. Tarindu Vayavala, Tarindu Chaturanga and Dahan Nitila will be the third row that we were talking about. A very exciting third row, good quick to the ball as well. And Tarindu Chaturanga will have his work in his defense cut out for the high standards he had set. Then we have Heshan Jensen, who has debuted himself from last year in the Sri Lanka shirt as well. So he will have a little bit of experience on his shoulders. And of course, off to his outside, there is Nigel Ratwat, one of the most experienced 10. Then Tarinder Ratwat and Danushka Ranjan. Good to see him in the 13 jersey starting back and in full form. Dinale Kanayak on one wing, Kavindu Pereira on the other. And the ever reliable Srinath Surya Bandara will captain Kandy Sports Club this season from the 15 shirt as well, like his opposite number. So it's going to be an interesting battle out there, especially in the backs and also in the forwards as well, how they set up for these exciting backs to run around. And then we have for the Kandy Sports Club the bench, Ethan Chandelus, Kolambarachi, Bandara, Seniviratna, Dange Tenakon, Wajid Fami and Atukorala will complete the 23 for Kandy Sports Club as well. So that is going to be an exciting one that we are waiting for the teams to come out as Kandy Sports Club will play from right to left in their traditional white and blue jersey. And on to your left there is Sri Lions in green. Will play from left to right. Referee today will be Aruna Shanta, and of course will be assisted by Deepal Punyavardhana and Sarath Madugalla, two assistant referees. Referee Aruna Shanta himself is a Sri Lanka 7th rep, and will join me on commentary today is Kavint Rajapaksa. Good evening, Kavint. Big game for Sri Lions, starting off, debuting in the club rugby season.
Yes, a very important game for both these teams to kick off the season on a high, and comparing to the first week matches that was played, the Air Force played really well against CHN FC, and Army Police was another close game as well, and so it will be important for both these teams to start off on a high note. And this is Premanath switching from Police to Kandy SC, and on your screens is the experienced Chanaka Chandimal, who will be kicking things off from the left to right.
Yeah, Chanaka Chandimal, no stranger for this part of the world. He was born and brought up here, but had never played for Kandy Sports Club. Has been always playing against, but a very, very experienced Sri Lanka fly half, Chanaka Chandimal. He will kick off for Sri Lions, a moment that they'll cherish and be recorded forever. He kicks deep inside the 22 straight away. Kandy Sports Club failing to collect that ball. It'll be a pressure line out for them. Territory is playing in the right parts of the field. Coming is very important these days with the size and pace of the game.
Yeah, and it will be Tuan Farid who will be throwing in as the hooker for Kandy, and it will be important for Kandy to clear this out and give them some sort of
Dilshan throws to number 2, gets it to the lock. Chatura Soisa. Kandy trying to set up a maul on their own half before they clear things out. Johnson just making sure that he has a better angle for him, and also Nigel to work around with. They have plenty of kicking options. Of course, they go to the short side trying to run from their 22. That's a coach killer to start off with.
Johnson and Dina Lekanayaka know both of them from school times, and had Dina Lekanayaka collected it, would have been an interesting battle of pace, but Dina Lekana, Heshan Johnson rather, should have gone for the territory kick. There was inside the 22 meters as well, and could have kicked it out on the full as well. And this will be the first line out coming in for the Sri Lions. Knocked down by Chatur Soisa.
Ball kicked away. Chanaka Chandimal chasing it back. A knock forward from Kandy Sports Club. Jansen will be ruining himself for not putting that ball out. Looked like a good option on the hindsight, Kavint. Had it gone, it was a clear mismatch of the couple of front rows there with Dina Lekanayaka. With his skill, he could have beaten them one-on-one had the ball gone into hand. But now that's over. It's a great attacking platform for Sri Lions to set this up and make their grand debut at the historic Nittawela Rugby Stadium. And a good point to start off with to score. Dulaj Navodaya at the back of that scrum.
Coach
has done that many times for St. Peter's College.
Number 8 bind.
So again on that far side, Milan Veerasinghe is a touch up as Ravin Fernando. Dulaj Navodaya breaks and he takes the ball into contact.
Here is Fernando. Fernando looks to his side. He looks for support. Didn't get it. Shahan Dias takes the ball into contact. Dulaj Navodaya with the help of Dushmanta Priyadarshana goes into contact. Prasad Madhusankar, two stalwarts of Sri Lanka Rugby. Another pick and drive, keeping this very close. Ravin Fernando looks to the short side now. Chanaka Chandimal gets it to Kevin Dixon. Dixon very close to the line. Advantage, says the referee. It will be a penalty. Ruck form. Dialog Lekanayaka gives away the penalty on that occasion.
Referee clearly stated that it was the ruck formed, and it was Dialog Lekanayaka who had a good body position to turn that ball over, but the referee already had asked him not to go to that ruck, and Sri Lions have been keeping possession in this first few minutes of the game. Kandy have been defending, and they are still defending courtesy of that not clearing the ball out of their own 22 in the first phase of play, as Prasad Madhusankar, the former Havelock CH hooker, played for Isipadana as well, and this time goes to Nilfer.
They have sensed something here, the Sri Lions. The reason why they kicked to touch rather than taking the 3 points. Here's Nilan taking the ball into contact.
No!
Very, very close to the try line. Referee says no. Dulaj Navodya. How he will step up into the club season will be interesting to see.
Number 2.
Again, advantage coming. Wajid Faumi, rather. Kevin Dixon, easy coming. Sri Lions score the first try of Aaron Pereira. Advantage was coming in as Dilshan Farid was not rolling away from the ruck, and Ravin Fernando knew that he could swing the ball out wide, and Kevin Dixon just too good. When he picked up that ball, it was just 2-on-1 on that occasion, and the Kandy defense not coming up fast, giving enough space for Aaron Pereira to score.
That's the first comeback try for the Sri Lions, and Aaron Fernando scoring the try, and Kandy made the error in defense. Srinath Surya Bandara clearly went for the ball, it opened up. Kavindu Pereira had to defend 2 men at the open side, and this is a new role Kevin Dixon is playing at the moment as place kicker. There's Chanaka Chandimal and playing as well, and Kevin Dixon puts it right through the middle, and it's 7 points to nil. Sri Lions leading early on. This is exactly the pressure Kandy wasn't hoping for in the first 10 minutes.
It'll be interesting to see how they bounce back, isn't it? Look at this try, a lovely cutout pass, taking about 3 Kandy players there away, and it was very easy for the likes of Kevin Dixon to score that try, and Aaron Pereira, we know how good of a stepper he is, and he just made it a casual try because the work was done by Chanaka Chandimal. A lovely, lovely cutout pass, just taking off about 3 Kandy players on defense just by that pass. Something that Kandy Sports Club will want to come back, because they exactly gave away a try early against Sia last year. How they come back here will be interesting. Let's see how Sri Lions play. Inside the 22, says the referee, and Prasad Madhusankar takes the ball outside the 22. Here comes Chanaka Chandimal. Now he makes the clearance kick. At the back is
Nalan Premanath to Srinath Surya Bandara. Here Srinath Surya Bandara going in space. The captain passes it out. It was a backhand pass, but it took the hand of one of the Sri Lankan players, and referee Anushanta has given it as a knock-on for Kandy, and the first real possession for Kandy in the first few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Just inside the opposition half, they have got a perfect center scrum platform to attack. A launch pad here.
Okay, ready?
Malita Vijayasundara and Milan Vijay acting as the front row props for Kandy. They'll need to keep the scrum intact. as Jansen feeds.
Lovely scrum comes back, and
Advantage!
referee
You're
playing
trying it down.
advantage as well. Here is Nigel Ratwatha dropping that ball cold, but the advantage was coming. Number 5.
Just come here. No.
Ganindu Lakshan. That'll be a massive morale victory, Kavint, for Kandy Sports Club against an experienced Sri Lions forward pack. Winning that penalty in the scrum will give huge confidence for this young Kandy set of forwards.
And early on, a good option to take the 3 points, cut back the deficit, get the first points of the season. And it's Tarinder Ratwatha measuring his kick up. Has around 30 to 35 meters. Measures it up.
Go.
Drags it slightly to the left of that left upright, and it will be a 22-meter dropout for Sri Lions. And yet again, it's a good situation for the Sri Lions to be at the moment. It will be Chanak Chandimal restarting off the 22-meter.
Puts inside the opposition half. At the back is Heshan Jansen off to Srinath Surya Bandara. The skipper puts in a small kick as Tarinder Ratwatha chases it down. Chanaka Chandimal now has Ravin Fernando with him. Ravin Fernando trying to attack. They have some exciting runners. Kevin Dixon. Dixon looks on the outside, again throws back. Here's Dixon again in support. Here's Dinu Kamarasinghe, who has played rugby all his life here at Nittawela, playing for St. Anthony's. Now Chanaka Chandimal trying to milk a 50-22. It bounces nicely for Kavindu Pereira, and Srinath Surya Bandara comes in support to attack. This is danger time for Sri Lions. It's a penalty for high tackle, but he was dipping into contact. So referee will have a word.
And Srinath Surya Bandara, whenever he's got the ball, he's looked to run early on. He looked for that chip kick as well. And he was in space a couple of times as well. And Kavindu Pereira doing really good work at defense inside the 22 meters. I initially thought it would have been a really good 50-22, but Tarinder Ratwatha makes it right on the 22-meter mark, and the penalty, they'll have a throw-in. It will be Tuan Farid with the throw-in, and ideally it would have been Chatura Soisa who will act as the line-out jumper. Farid's first one. Here's a replay of that high tackle. He was dipping, and Dushmant Priyajanshana, the referee, clearly indicating in. Here's the rolling maul being formed by Kandy. Still going is the Kandy forwards. Finally, there you go, rolling on. The ball still available, and Sri Lions have men over it, and the scrum will be won by the Sri Lions. A really good defensive work right in front of the try line, but Kandy will be happier because they gained around 20 to 25 meters in from that line out.
Yeah, absolutely, and good work of for Sri Lions as well. Just spun that rolling them all around and ended up on the right side. Just see the last bit here. Kandy, good setup, managed to take that ball over, got that initial engagement, and then Dahan got on the wrong side of the maul. Look at that. They made sure they spun him around and fell straight on top of that ball carrier. Very good work there by Sri Lions.
The last scrum was turned by Kandy. Here you go.
Fernando. Off to Chanaka Chandimal. Dinu Kamarasinghe will set this up for some angle. Ball comes out to Chandimal now. Chandimal puts the kick behind, but it's straight into Kavindu Pereira. This is danger. If he can beat one-on-one, he beats one. Takes the ball inside the 22. The ruck is set up. Jansen. Penalty coming up. Not off the hindmost foot there. Mohammad Nizran just ran up on that occasion a little too eager.
Option available for Kandy, whether they'll go for touch and form that rolling maul that worked for them initially, and Tari puts it into touch and has around 10 to 15 meters, and it will be Tuan Farid to throw in. If Kandy Danushka Ranjan normally looks to run a straight line, if they do manage to send this out.
Need to get the line out right. They have got 2 out of 2, and the maul has been set up once again. This time Sri Lions have disengaged a little bit, and they managed to win an advantage there and score. Dilshan Farid scores the comeback try, the first one for Kandy Sports Club, in the favourite place that they would like to score, right in front of that clubhouse, where they get plenty of support, and many historic tries have been scored there, as the comeback try scored there by Dilshan Farid of a rolling maul.
There again the maul working for Kandy Sports Club, just like it did the first time. And it's the second comeback try scored by Tuan Farid, the first for Kandy, right in front of the clubhouse, as you said, Dinuk. And Kandy now slowly keeping possession and making a comeback out of it. The first quarter, it was Sri Lions who dominated the first 10 minutes, and the next 5, Kandy have managed to make a comeback out of it, as Tarinda has plenty of distance, and this will go through as well. He missed the straight one, but the difficult one, Tarinda Ratwada does manage to put it through. And as the replay of that kick has plenty of distance and the direction as well, as we are all tied up at 7-all. Around 20 to 24 minutes in the first half remaining, as Chanika Chandimal, who has been doing a lot of kicking work from the base as well, and is ready to restart.
Ready? White, okay? Time on.
Some repair work for Babila Pandita, as Chanaka Chandimal once again will want to kick this deep where he did in the start. Once again the ball bounces into touch. Did it touch Dinala Ekanayaka's hand? Will be interesting to see. Yes, it did. So Sri Lions.
Touch. Touch. No. So.
It will be a Kandy throw in. Dinala Ekanayaka says he didn't touch it, and the AR agrees as well. I think it will be Tuan Farid. He had a good couple of throws the first time around. Farid, a former Kingswood player, played as the hooker for school as well in 2018. Throwing in, and probably will be Chatura Soisa that goes in. Gives the ball out wide to Milan Veerasinghe. Jansen to Nigel. Nigel will clear and gain around 15 to 20 meters.
And this time Kandy clearing, taking the exit zone. but not much of distance there. But he had to click from this own line out, own try line. Bringing back play to the 40-meter mark. Interesting 17 minutes of the Mastercard Interclub Rugby Tournament. 7-all. Kandy Sports Club taking on Sri Lions. Nervy moments for both these teams. Kandy trying to re-establish themselves. Sri Lions trying to establish themselves in the league. Here's Chandimal. Again a cutout pass to Dixon. Dixon trying to break through. He breaks through the tackle of Tharinda Ratwatta. Gives it to Dino Kamarasinghe in support. Ravin Fernando slips at the break. Yes, Chandimal now has seen some space on the far side and has the win 3/4. He steps easy coming for Sri Lions. And that's Rumesh Ramadas scoring that comeback try. So here comes Sri Lions back to back. 12 points to 7.
It was a lovely break from Kevin Dixon. This is where the cross kick happened from Chanaka Chandimal to Ramdas. Here you go. There's a prop and a wing and steps past a couple of players. This is the second time Kandy was exposed out wide. The first time as well, there was 2-on-1 to defend, and there again, there's 2-on-1 to defend yet again as well. Ramdas scoring the second try for the Sri Lions, and Kandy will have a little to think about of that second phase opening up.
So 12 points to 7, 19 minutes on the clock. The kick is coming and the kick is good. As 14 points to 7. Missed tackle on that occasion by Tharinda Ratwatta, letting Kevin Dixon slip. Look at this. The replay of the kick. And then from there on, the vision, the experience of Chanaka Chandimal to spot the mismatch on the outside, put the cross kick in. And Kandy was short of players. As now Tharinda Ratwatta will restart. Puts in a long kick to the 22-meter mark. Dulaj Navodya will want to take that. Good defense, good chase there by Chatura Soisa. Ball comes out to Chanaka Chandimal once again. He is managing this game very well, Kavin Chanaka Chandimal. Kicking at the right time, at the right place. Ensuring that that they play in the right parts of the field.
Most important kicks he's made is the defensive ones. He's managed to get around 30 to 35 meters every time he's cleared, and he's put in a cross kick as well, that with a try assist. Farid yet again.
Again, a good opportunity for Kandy Sports Club. They've got this out. This time they go out wide to Nigel. Tharinda, short ball to Dahan. Dahan steps off a couple of players. Goes into contact. Now again they go on to the wider side to Kavindu Pereira. Kavindu Pereira beats one. Here is Jansen. Off to Nigel. Nigel to Veerasinghe. Taking the ball into contact. Jansen once again to Farid. He steps off a couple of players. Again goes into contact. Advantage coming for Kandy Sports Club for offside. Jansen scans. Doesn't take the quick tap. Decision making time here. Will they go for 3 or for touch? They are 7 points down.
Surinath Surya Bandara needs to make a decision. Jansen asking him if it's the scrum that they'll opt for. Tharinda says we'll take the 3 points. And this is right in front. And here's the replay. The line was offside. This was Tuan Farid busting a couple of tackles. But initially to that, it was a good break from Dahan Nittawela, the former Isipatana captain, who made some hard yards of about 10 to 15 meters that gave Kandy this penalty, as Tharindarattwatha has an easy kick to put over. And that goes right through the middle as well. And it's 14 points to 10. Tharindarattwatha cutting back at the deficit.
Yeah, this is key now for both teams. Sri Lions have always scored off that kickoff, Kavin, and Kandy needs to make sure that they defend well inside their red zone.
And both times it was Dina Lekanayaka who made a mess of it. The restart, it was gone. It went to him the couple of times, and there was miscommunication at the back, and there you go, the third one, this time collected by Tharin Chaturanga, and he'll run the Sri Lanka flanker. Johnson gives it to Malitha Vijayasundara. He takes the ball into contact, doesn't gain much meters. Here's Nigel, can't kick it out on the full, puts a high up and under. Collected.
Lovely take there by Danishka Ranjan. He goes into contact as Kavindu Pereira spots the gap in front, breaks through a couple of players. Jansen now to Tharindarattwatha, who comes and gets that ball. Bit of an arm wrestle there. It goes into contact. Jansen once again off to Malitha. Here is Ratwat, Nigel, Ranjan, 2-on-1. Can Ranjan beat through? Goes into contact. Jansen once again comes to Nigel, off to the props, and here is
Nolan Premanath takes it into contact.
Jansen off to Vavala Pandita, goes into contact. Ratwat to Srinath Surya Bandara. He steps off one player. Kandy looking threatening. In very close quarters is Tharindarattwatha. Wants to set this up, and he does so. Here is Jansen off to Nigel. To Vavala Pandita once again. Goes into contact. There's a player on the wrong side, but referee says holding on, and Sri Lions have managed to win the penalty. Kandy for a moment looked a little lost on that occasion, Kavint. Tharinda was very close to the ruck, want to carry the ball into contact to make sure that his attack is set on the outside, but didn't have much players to run on with.
And when Tanusharan was on the break through this left side, had Dina Lekanayak on the outside as well. He decided to take it into contact, and Kandy could have played a few paces and kept possession. They tried to give out quick ball, and it was Prasad Matsanka who jackled the ball right over. Here's the replay. Jansen giving it out to Nigel. Nigel deciding to go with Vavala Pandit, and he was a touch isolated as the Sri Lions put the ball to boot, and gains around 20 to 25 meters, and it will be a throw in, and the turnover.
White mark, green mark here.
Sri Lions taking a little time to get to the mark.
It's not easy to come at once and play at Nittawela, so they'll pace this game out, the 80. Here is the line out, a crooked throw on that occasion.
Good work from Chatura Soisa. He went right across, and Prasad Matsanka could only throw it crooked, and it will be another scrum inside the opposition half for Kandy.
14 points to 10 in the Mastercard Inter-Club Rugby League Tournament, 24-25. 25 minutes on our clock. 14 points to 10. Sri Lions leading up in Nittawela.
Coach!
Jansen.
Bye!
Ravin Fernando having a chat with Jansen. The old friendly talks of the nines. Stays in the box. Ravin Fernando once again. The forwards are working very well here for Kandy in that scrum time. Now milking another penalty. Here's Nigel. A lovely loop. A lovely inside ball. Ranjan and gives it to Srinath Surya Bandara. He will score off Aaron Pereira. Looks like he has lost a little bit of pace. But the comeback try has been scored by Kandy Sports Club. Their second one. Lovely little set play move there by Kandy Sports Club. And Srinath Surya Bandara finishing that off for a comeback try.
Very well done by Kandy. Straight off the practice grounds. Here you go. Here's the replay. Jansen giving it out wide to Nigel. And look at that inside line from Tarindra Atwata. Takes in the two defense and Danushka Ranjan through the middle. And there was no stopping Srinath Surya Bandara from there. Aaron Fernando did really well to get to him. But straight off the practice grounds from Kandy as the captain scores the second comeback try of the game for Kandy Sports Club, as Tarindra Atwata will look to add the extras. Atwata bisects the post as well. 17 points to 14.
Kandy have got into the lead for the first time in this game. Very interesting body language that sometimes you might not notice from home is that Sri Lions are now doesn't have that same energy level that they had when the start of this game. Yes, we spoke of experience, Kavin, but experience comes with age. So not sure how much of conditioning they have done to last the 80 minutes, but their experienced players will pace this game out. But they are now walking from set play to set play. Will be interesting to see how Kandy plays this game. Here is Dahan taking the ball into contact. Jansen looks for the box kick, puts it right in centre field. Nicely taken by Dulaj Navodya. He runs across field, looking for Aaron Pereira on the outside. Aaron puts the chick behind, collected by Nalan Premnath, goes into contact. Now Suri comes in as the scrum off. Tarindra Atwata breaks through a couple of tackles, goes into contact. Danushka Ranjan, Srinath Surya Bandara. Vavala Pandita takes the ball into contact. Here is Jansen. Off to Srinath Surya Bandara. Now Nigel Ratwat has the props on the outside. He shows and goes. Jansen once again coming to the near side now. Centre field and going into contact this time. He's busting away his Milan Veerasinghe. Again to the short side. Dinaleka Nayaka looks for a little bit of space. Play on, says the referee. Nigel Ratwat picks up the loose ball. Jansen has Srinath Surya Bandara. Now they'll look to spread through the width of this field, but it's a forward pass, a very marginal one. Just a couple of more passes. Was try coming all the way.
There was 3 men on the outside for Kandy. Only 2 men from Sri Lions, and they had already conceded the penalty. And Kandy playing at an increasing tempo. Heshan Jansen doing really well the feed. Here you go. Vavala Pandit to Tarun Chaturanga. That was the forward call. And Tarindra Atwata, it looks like they are going for the 3 points. Here again, Tari 4 tries, 4 conversions rather, missed the penalty. And Rattat measuring his kick up. And Tarinder puts another 3-point over. He now has 9 points in the game. 8 points rather, as he puts this through. Couple of conversions went through as well. This is the second penalty he's put over. And the Sri Lions looking to restart. It was all in the same direction where Chanaka Chandimal restarted yet again. This time too collected by Nalan Premanath as Jansen steadies and it's outside the ruck, and hence Maritha Vijay Sundara is being fed in. Jansen probably will look to put this to Nigel, who will does it himself as well. Dina Lekanayaka chasing Dulaj Navodya, the ball loose, and here's Chatura Soisa, open play, and Chatura Soisa looks like there's a knock on at the base. Looks like it was Nalan Premanath who had a hand in it. If we can have a look at it, here's the replay.
A good chase there by Dinalek Nayaka. Let's see here. Was there a hand here? Yeah, looked like fingertips. And Nalan Premanath put his hand up, but then later on acknowledged that he touched the ball. Sri Lions has their work cut out here. Looks like the game is opening up very early in the first half.
The experience of the Kandy backs showing as Ravin Fernando.
Off to Chandimal. Chandimal looking for the switch. Goes to the second line of attack to Ramesh Ramdas. Here's Kevin Dixon. This time Tarinder Ratwatta made sure that he puts his mark on him. Didn't overcome it. As Ravin Fernando comes in to the ruck. Dinu Kamarasinghe gives the ball to Ranit Ritmal. Has been very quiet in this game so far. Here's Chandimal once again making sure to play the territorial game, but looks like it's out on the full. So tired legs showing. Hands on hips, hands on heads for Sri Lions at the moment. Kandy have managed to slowly tickle around the points. They've added nice and clean, 20 points to 14. Trying to make this distant. One more try before halftime here could change things around. On the other hand, Sri Lions have to score now. Have to score now to stay in this game.
Kandy already looking at a bonus point. Just one more try. Two more tries rather, as Tuan Farid will throw in for that full out. The first real mistake Chanaka Chandimal rather made, as the ball goes out, collected by Vavela Pandit, and wasn't contested, but it was called a crooked throw, and Prasad Matsankar indicates to the referee that they'll take the scrum.
I would like to see the replay. Let's see if they just put up a man. Yes, there was not a lift but a jump. Can we take it as a contest? We have to. 20 points to 14. The Mastercard Interclub Rugby League Tournament. Lovely weather here in Kandy today. Bright sunshine. A nice breeze flowing across the Nittawela Rugby Stadium. A nice setting here in.
Kandy practices have been courtesy of heavy rain in the last month or so, and they are really lucky that the weather has stayed in their favor. as the referee has stopped play.
Interesting, isn't it, Kavint? Even yesterday, the day before, it was pouring at this time of the day, 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. It was just pelting around. And while I was watching some cricket at home, I was thinking to myself, this could be a washed out game today. But nevertheless, the weather gods have been kind to us today, and the sun is out. It's always nice to have the sun out in the evenings here in Kandy. The sun, of course, shines across the stadium behind us, so we won't feel it, but the spectators on the grandstand will, of course, feel the heat. As Sri Lions now, as Raveen Fernando.
After the first 10 minutes, Sri Lions have been a little quiet, and good scrum edging from Kandy.
Here is a nice loop around from Chanaka Chandimal again. They're looking to attack the fringes, the outside of the Kandy backs, as Rumesh Ramdas goes into contact. As a good tackle, very, very good tackle there by Chatura Soisa. He has been very good in this game. Chatura Soisa has done very well in the lineouts defensively and also attack. Very good work by the referee and the player as well. This time puts the high kick to come into Pereira. Has Surya Bandara on the outside. Surya Bandara will return the favor, and a lovely kick. The spin was not enough to gain a 50-22. Kevin Dixon will not tire his forwards anymore and will put this ball into touch on the 40-meter mark, just closer to the 50. As closing into the half time, Kandy would like to score one more.
No. I'm a referee.
Let's see this line out. It will be very interesting to see how this line out pans out.
It will be in favor of Kandy, as the back line forms. It will Milan Veerasinghe has Milan Veerasinghe and Dahan Wickramarachchi both has joined the line. It's a 5-man line out, and this time collected by Tarin Chaturanga, and Jansen feeds it to Niger.
Here is Tarinda, breaks through. Tarinda Ratwat has players on the outside, holds it and throws a wide pass to Danushka Ranjan. Danushka Ranjan is back. And what a moment for that comeback try. The centre partners working together, and Danushka Ranjan, good to see the smile on his face after a very long time, scoring that try in the 13th jumper, and thanking the weather gods.
Goes back to the old days where Ranjan used to fend off using both hands and still managing to keep on his feet. And there's a lovely break from Tarinder Ratwat, and there you go, the number 8 was screaming for it, and Tarinder knew Ranjan was going to run on that outskirts of the left touch line, and it was a beautifully lobbed pass to Danushka Ranjan. The last pass finally going into hand, and if they needed, they had Dina Lekanayak on the inside as well. As Tarindra Ratwat now will look to add the extras, 25 points to 14. And the try has been awarded now after consultation with the both ARs, and one more try will give them the bonus point as well. After a scrappy first 15 minutes of the game for Kandy, they have replied back and replied really well with around 20 unanswered points after Sri Lions went back-to-back early.
A lovely bit of work. Danushka Ranjan finishing off. Gets back to his best as Tarinder Ratwata nails that from the corner flag. And that will be half time as well. So 27 points to 14 as Kandy Sports Club now, after that shaky start, have managed to come back very well. Look at this for a kick from Tarinder Ratwata from the corner flag. A lovely piece of a boot there shown there by Tarinder Ratwata. The first kick, he hooked it off the left post. From there on, he got his rhythm back and made sure that he converted and kicked everything that he got. Half-time points in the Mastercard Inter-Club Rugby Tournament here at Nittawela Rugby Stadium. In week 1, Kandy Sports Club leading 27 points to 14 against the debutants Reliance. We get to the commercial break. When we're back, it'll be second half action.
Spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga. Beat take a remake Karanga Nittawela. Hada wada bawala yana. Give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana. Kottumi kikki kolena. Prima kottumi fun tamai.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi fun tamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kottumi fun tamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang yamuda matang, 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 matang yamuda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby Barakaranga. Beat take a remake Karanga Nittawela. Hada wada bawala yana. Give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana. Kottumi kikki kolena. Prima kottumi fun tamai.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Prima kotumi, fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Spicy fun vibe Rugby karanga. Beat take a remake karanga Nittawela. Haba haba bawala yana. Give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana. Kotumi kiki karanga. Prima kotumi, fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the win.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
The stage is set for an electrifying showdown. The England Women's Tour of South Africa 2024 from 24th November to 18th December. Catch every moment of the excitement live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
පොඩ්ඩක් නවතින්න. ඔබ ඔය රිමෝට් එක අතේ තියන් channel මාරු කරන්නේ ඔබේ දරුවට බලන්න හොඳ programs යන channel එකක් හොයන්නද? ඔව් ඒක ලේසි වැඩක් නෙවෙයි තමයි. සමහර ඒවායි කාටුන් විතරයි. තවත් ඒවායි අධ්‍යාපනික වැඩසටහන් විතරයි. තව සමහරක් ඒවායි සින්දු විතරයි. ඔය සේරම එකම තැනක තිබුණා නම් දරුවටත් ලේසි, ඔබටත් පහසුයි නේද? එහෙනම් ඉතින් ඔබට නවතින්න වෙන්නේ මෙතන. දරුවගේ දැනුම අවබෝධය වර්ධනය කරන ගමන් දරුවා සතුටින් තියෙන වටිනා වැඩසටහන් රසක් මෙතන තියෙනවා. Dialog TV නාලිකාංක 48. A+ Kids TV. ආදරේ බෙදෙන පුංචි හිත්වලට ආදරෙන්.
What's going on here?
Can't stop! Express!
Coming through!
It's Big Thomas! Yeah! They're finally here! Thomas and Friends, Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD, Dialog Television නාලිකාංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
Dialog Television එක රීලෝඩ් එකෙන් පවුලටම හිතේ හැටියට TV බලන්න රුපියල් 798කට අලුත්ම සුපිරි රීලෝඩ් ප්ලෑන් එකක්. දෙස් විදේශ channel රසක් සමග channel 80කටත් වඩා. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීම රීලෝඩ් සහ My Dialog app මගින්.
lovely mid-December evening. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas and the end of the year. As we see the highlights of the first half, as Chanaka Chandimal kicked off, Kandy failed to clear their red zone, and then Aaron Pereira scoring the first try for Sri Lions in the far corner. Looked very promising. Then Kandy Sports Club worked on with their rolling maul, and Dilshan Farid scoring that try in front of the clubhouse. Tarinder Ratwat made sure that he kicked all his corner flag tries. Then Sri Lions came back with a lovely cross kick to Rumesh Ramdas, who just wrong-footed the entire Kandy defense. As Kevin Dixon, this was the try of the match. Danush Karanjan, lovely link up the entire set of backs for Kandy Sports Club, and Srinath Surya Bandara scoring that try, and Tarinder Ratwat making no mistake. And then Danush Karanjan finished off the half. We will see if there are any changes in the team cards as we start off the second half of the Interclub Rugby League tournament, the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League tournament here in Nittawela, week 1, the final game of week 1, as Prasad Madhushankar takes the ball into contact. Here is Nizran, Tarindu Chaturanga, or Dahan rather, flying into that ruck. Farid has a good body position on top of that ball. He was targeting and made sure he went into the correct ruck, wins the penalty just outside the 22. Nigel Ratwat straight away looked at Srinath Surya Bandar and pointed the post. They will take the 3 and take this game way beyond Sri Lions' reach early in the second half, so that they can open up the game in the last quarter or so with the replacements. Look at that, Farid right on top of the ball, wins the penalty. Tarinder Ratwat.
Early on the second half, they're taking the points, and from further from this point, they'll surely will go for that 4-try bonus point as well. That's crucial. Even the first week, Air Force played really well against CH and FC, and a good couple of weeks ahead coming for both for all the teams, as Tarinder Ratwat puts it through the middle. 30 points, 2-14. Ratwat the second penalty and 3 conversions. It's the replay. Already has 15 points to his name as well. Tarinder Ratwat, as Chanaka Chandimal to restart. No substitutions of the bench as of yet for both the teams. Chanaka Chandimal puts it to the right under is Tarun Chaturanga, and he gives it to the hand Vikramarajje, who takes the ball into contact.
To the 22-meter mark they come. Here is Jansen, gives it to his prop forward Milan Veerasinghe to the 22. Now Jansen puts in the high box kick. Under it is Dinale Kanayaka, taps back. Referee says a penalty.
It was high up and under, and Dinale Kanayaka was onside. When he tried to collect it, couldn't collect it the first time around. Here's a look at it. There you go. Dinale Kanayaka was at the back where the kick was made. The first collection not going, and there you go. He still had the right and knocked it back. The referee gave away the penalty to Sri Lions, as we see Prasad Madhushankar on the floor. Looks like it's a knee that was heavily strapped. And for Sri Lions to make a game out of it, they need to score next. And at least a 3-pointer. But looks like Kevin Dixon will be going to the corner. There you go, the time back on. And Kevin Dixon goes to the corner. And it will be a line out throw in favor of Sri Lions. And the hooker was the one who was down. As we see Prasad Malsanka slowly limping his way to the throwing position.
Throws to the middle of the line out as Nizran takes the ball. The ball has been pushed back. Madhushanka had to break as Sri Lions now trying to pick and drive. Advantage, says the referee. Madhushanka once again is very dangerous, close to the line. Here is Ravin Fernando. Ravin Fernando twisting, turning. Is he close? Not yet. Not yet. As Dulaj Navodaya pushed back his entry into club rugby. Here is Fernando once again. Chandimal looks for the cross kick. Has Dina Lekanayaka with him, but Sri Lions. Tikshana Dasanayaka goes around and scores the Combank try. We'll have to wait for confirmation. It looked like a try.
Knock back kune ball එක පස්සට උනේ බෝල් එක කරන් try එක තිබ්බා ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා මොන හරි තියෙනවද ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා මෙයා අරගේ high tackle green player I think penalty ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා advantage එකක් තියෙනවා රේ එතෙන්ට එන okay
No try. No try. Looks like they have played the man in the air.
penalty advantage white ball.
They are called that it went backwards, but there was a high tackle at that position, probably on Dina Lekanayaka, but there was a penalty in favor of Sri Lions under the post, so they've gone for the penalty.
Please back, please. Time off. Okay, scrum there. Okay.
They've opted for the scrum. Here's the replay. Ravin Fernando giving it out to Chanaka Chandimal, who opts for the cross kick as he did earlier. Here's a look at it, and that player Dina Lekanayaka was taken down by Kevin Dixon, and the ball was loose. Tikshana Dasanayaka correctly diving over in the corner.
Coach.
Perfect attacking opportunity for the Sri Lions. Back of the scrum, Dulaj Navodaya, an option. Dinu Kamarasinghe, Tikshana Dasanayaka, Kevin Dixon, all an option. But they will go to Tikshana Dasanayaka at 12. He will take this very close to the try line. Kandy putting their bodies on the line as Prasad Madhushanka knocks the ball forward.
Right over in that danger zone, the red zone. Kandy doing really well to defend it. It was the backs who had to defend through the fringes, and there was a lovely couple of tackles from Tharin, then Srinath Surya Bandara, and an opportunity for Heshan Jansen and Kandy to get out of jail and clear their line. Sri Lions starting the second half as they did in the first half as well. The first 15 minutes, it was really tough for Kandy. Somehow they do have a defensive scrum in their favor inside the 22 meters as Heshan Jansen feeds.
See the option they take. They go into it's a advantage coming, penalty advantage for offside. It's a very clear space now coming, the number 9 space, even at the rucks. You cannot lay a finger on the scrum half. So there is an area of that you can keep your way. Most of the 9s now join the defensive line just outside the flanker and shoot up. Ravin Fernando, interestingly, has been chasing Jansen around and finally has been penalized as Nigel has put the ball into touch about 30 meters from the try line. Interesting to see how they play from this zone, because Sri Lions look a little tired on their legs and not easy to play up in Kandy. Need that extra bit of oxygen. Breathing makes a little bit of difficulty when you come up the hills.
Farid, probably it will be Chatura Soisa who goes over, and Nalan Premanath also had a very good debut so far in this game for Kandy. Here's Chatura Soisa at the front, forms the maul, and Shehan Dias is right through the middle, and ball available by Kandy. It's Dehan Vikramarach who has it, and Shehan Dias going through the middle, still on his feet. Jansen now will have the ball available, but the scrum will be in favor of Sri Lions. And what brilliant work from Shehan Dias, who went right through the middle and did not allow Dehan Vikramarach and Tuan Farid to give the ball out to Heshan Jansen, who was looking for it at behind that scrum.
Yeah, and a big thumbs up for referee Aruna Shant on that occasion. He policed that maul very well. He let the players come through the middle of the maul, and also, and once the ball was unplayable, and it was the Kandy team who fell on their own.
And it looks like Prasad Matsanka has left the field, and it's a Niv hooker for Sri Lions. There you go. That's Prasad Matsanka who has who played at hooker, and it looks like they've made a change. Dulaj Navodde, who was playing at number 8, has moved to the hooker position, and Nisra Nilha has moved to number 8 position, and another scrum in favor of Sri Lions. Here's Chanaka Chandimal giving it out to Kevin Dixon at the back, and a lovely cutout pass to Aaron Pereira, who I think went out, but the ruck has been brilliantly turned over by Kandy, and the ball available for Kandy to play. Dhanushka Ranjan, Kavindu Pereira rather acting as the scrum half. Srinath Surya Bandara, lovely cutout pass to Tuan Farid, who takes the ball into contact. Ball available, Milan Veerasinghe to Srinath Surya Bandara, who steps on the gas, and still on his feet is Srinath Surya Bandara. Here's the Heshan Jansen cutting back in, and Heshan Jansen will go all the way down in the corner, and that's the commercial bank try for Kandy. What lovely work from Srinath Surya Bandara to set up that try.
Yeah, beautiful work, and all credit should go also to that front row of Kandy Sports Club, hitting that ball in the middle couple of times, and also had the presence of mind. Milan Veerasinghe there, or was it Malika Vijay Sundara, to give the ball outside, give the ball out to Srinath Surya Bandara. As the referee Aruna Shanta says, that's no try. It's an in-goal dropout, so look like that Jansen has not touched this ball on the ground. It'll be interesting to see. Look at this. The pass was given just before there by Milan Veerasinghe. We are going quickly to Heshan Jansen. He goes and oh wow. Wow, Aaron Pereira. I think he just made sure that he just twisted Heshan Jansen and held the ball with his knees. As now Dinan Ekanayaka will give this once again to Surya Bandara. Surya Bandara stepping. Jansen doesn't have support, so he takes the ball into contact. He's the hand. Surya Bandara once again. waiting for his forwards to set up. Here is Farid. Now Jansen to Chaturanga. Falling on the wrong side. Vijay Sundara, Malita Vijay Sundara has taken the ball into contact. Here's Heshan. Gives it out wide to Tarinder Ratwate. Backdoor pass to Nigel. Ball goes backwards as Dinal Tekanayaka takes the ball into contact. Here's Jansen. Lovely catch and pass by the Kandy team. A beautiful inside ball to Tarinder Ratwate. Kavindu Pereira giving that inside ball to score the comeback try for Tarinder Ratwate. That was a lovely little 1-2, seeing the space on the outside. Lovely catch and pass in that 15-meter zone, Kavind.
It was Nigel Ratwate who had received the ball, sent it out wide. He received it again, and Kavindu Pereira was over, and he sucked in the defense, and Tarinder Ratwate, as he always does, draws in and acts as the supporter. There you go, lovely work from Kavindu Pereira and Tarinder Ratwate running a beautiful support line, and that's the fourth and bonus point comeback try for Kandy.
Interesting conversation. If you picked up that from the referee's mic, Aruna Shanta, former player himself, just on the same lines, Kavind, what a piece of defense that was from Aaron Pereira. Shifted Heshan Jansen around and had the presence of mind to have his legs, knowing that Jansen will touch the ball down. And here is the try. Look at that, a lovely bit of attack. Nice hands. Lovely 1-2. Tarinder in support, scoring that try. He had created one, and this one he creates and scores.
And Kamarasinghe playing after a while in Sri Lanka hasn't had the best of games. There has been a couple of tries that went through the 13-14 channel as Jansen collects inside the 22 meters and puts the ball a long way back, and collected by Ravin Fernando, gives it to Kevin Dixon, and Dixon puts the ball to boot, and Srinath Surya Bandara has space.
Surya Bandara has been bundled into touch.
Knock on. Scrum or line out. What do you want? Scrum. Yeah, no.
Had the option of selecting the scrum or the line out. Sri Lions have gone for the scrum. The scrum has changed. Dulad Navodya, who played at number 8, is playing at the hooker position. Here's how Kevin Dixon bundled Srinath Surya Bandara into touch. There was a knock on first and a line out. Hens had the option. And Shahan Dias having a word with Chanaka Chandimal. And both centers of Sri Lions are very flat. Even Chanaka Chandimal is behind them, as the scrum has been pushed back and pushed brilliantly by Kandy. Ball available, taken to Kavindu Pereira, who steps past a couple of players, and a lovely pass by Kavindu Pereira. Here's Heshan Jansen, and looks like Jansen gives it to Asari Seneviratne, and Asari Seneviratne pops it out to the hand Vikramarachi, and that's the comeback try for Kandy. What lovely work from the youngsters of Kandy.
Yeah, that partnership of Heshan Jansen and Asari Seneviratne, Coach Fazil Marija will be very pleased to see that, because that's the future of Kandy Sports Club. Look at this scrum. Their hard work was done by the forwards. They're doing something right this season. Kavindu Pereira puts the gas on, a lovely offload. Look at the supporting line from Asiri. He stays, and he stays. A lovely miracle ball from Jansen. Asiri could have just rolled over for the try line. Unselfishly passed to Dahan Vikramararchi, and Dahan scores the try, and what a try. And that was what you saw, the future of Kandy Sports Club touching the ball there.
And substitutions being made. Dahan Vikramararchi, who just scored, has been substituted out, and Wajid Faumi has found his way into the field, and so has Tilina Bandara. Think it'll be in place of the number 4, Nalan Premanath, and the number 16 for Kandy has come in as well. Nigel Ratwata has been substituted, and Asari Seniratna has been put in as well. And for Sri Lions, a couple of changes for them as well at the wing.
Fazil Marija is much more comfortable now with the points that he has on the board to make the changes. Jensen gives it to the forwards once again, taking the ball into contact. Ethan Schneider has made his way into the lineup as well as Jansen. Very cunningly waits for it. Tharinda Ratwata was chasing, that was Dinal Ekanayaka. Yes, Faumi to Ekanayaka, Tilna Bandar on the outside, gives it to Ethan. Ethan Schneider will score the comeback try, another one for Kandy Sports Club. Kandy just running riots here at Nittawela Rugby Stadium. Back to back tries, and Nittawela is lit up like it has been in Kandy today. Sri Lions, after the 30-minute mark, had looked very vulnerable. That was Dulaj Navodaya. Welcome to Club Rugby, says Dinal Ekanayaka, just chasing it down his throat. Ekanayaka was in support, picked up by Faumi, gives it to Ekanayaka. From there on, a lovely loop pass to Ethan Schneider, who scores that strike. The comeback try, just 54 minutes on the clock, 47 points to 14. Looks like Kandy have emptied their bench already. 25 minutes to go. Perfect start for them because they will have the full squad tested here in this game.
And what a debut for Ethan Schneider. Loose the first couple of touches, and he's already touched down. And Tharinda Ratwata, what a beautiful kick from that corner flag. Just missed the one conversion and one penalty. He's put through everything else, and he already has around 20 points under his belt as well. He scored a try as well, and a good outing for the Sri Lanka national sevens captain Tharinda Ratwata, and Sri Lions only can make a consolation try good.
Time off. Ball.
49 points to 14. Not a pleasant time to be at Nittawela. A lot of shouting going around for Sri Lions as Wajid Faumi been pumped in by Dushmanta Priyadarshana. Kandy has they made a replacement with Suranga Tennakon playing at scrum half. Here's Tilina Bandara. Wants to show his forwards coach that he deserves a starting spot, so bumps off a couple of players. Here's Asiri, lovely backdoor for Tharinda. Sees the space at the back, puts the kick behind. Is it a 50-22? It's a 50-22. What vision What pace, what class from these Kandy replacements. They're taking this to another level. Sri Lions have to hold on to this, otherwise it's going to be a long day for them. Tarinda Ratwat saw the space behind, just inside the 50. A nice grubber.
And Asari Senuratne is now slowly coming into the level of the club rugby players, and he's had a good few minutes since he's come on, and so has Tilina Bandara. Here's Suranga Gasun to Wajid Fahmy to Chaturu Soisa, who's had a really brilliant game as well. To Suranga, here's Asari Senuratne. Danushka Ranjan caught him back in. Two defenders to take him down. The referee having an advantage for an offside, as Kandy have another advantage.
Number 12, number 13, line offside.
Line offside is the call from referee Arun Shanta. And it looks like Tarun Chaturanga will take the quick tap. They're not even thinking about the 3 points at the moment.
Yeah, points will matter. If this league is going to be tight, looks like it is going to be. Lovely inside ball to Tilina Bandara. As Dulaj Navodya was right on top of the ball, winning that on that occasion. He's been a lone fighter, this young lad, Dulaj Navodya, for Sri Lions today. Has had these moments as well. Anuradha Muthumani, his scrum has come in as a replacement for as a scrum half.
No water, no water. Doctor Nade. Doctor out, please. Doctor out, tama ende puluwa.
So let's see how that happened. If we have a footage of that occasion. Tilina Bandara, looks like a knee on the head, as the penalty has stayed in field. Not forward, says the referee.
And Viraj Kolambarachi is coming in place of Milan Veerasinghe, who has had a really good game. The scrummaging has been on point against this experienced Sri Lions front row. The Kandy front row has really played well, and Henry Terence, the forwards coach, can be credited a little for that as well. And here's Sri Lions keeping possession. Rock was already formed. Here's the new man. I think it's Imankari Apala. And good turnover by Wajid Fahmy.
He's a master in it, isn't it, Wajid Fahmy? He knows which ruck to contest. That's a very good rugby brain, Wajid Fahmy. Coming off the bench, as Tarinda Ratwat now is trying to kick to the far side. Probably easier with the angle for him, and takes the ball to the 22. 49 points to 14. This is how it happened. The initial one, Suranga, went to the ball, and then the referee has been very good today. Aruna Shanta has done well in the breakdown as well. He has ensured flow of the game. As the ball goes behind the line out, and Chanaka Chandimal now puts this back to Srinath Surya Bandara. Surya Bandara will step and run. Sealing off, says the referee.
Quickly taken by Kevin Dixon, but the referee says it was the wrong mark. Kevin Dixon is normally known for doing so since his school days. He played at St. Peter's in 2015, and he was a part of that Sri Lanka squad that won the sevens against Hong Kong. It was a star-studded side that went Umalka Gunaratna, Buddhima Piyaratna, Kevin Dixon. They, against all odds, they won the sevens tournament, and he played for Havelocks as well and played for CR as well before he switched to Dubai. And he's back playing in Sri Lanka as Nizar takes it. Not a good pass to Chanaka Chandimal. It was a hospital pass. And Sri Lions keep in possession. But however,
number 7.
Penalty being awarded to Sri Lions. Chanaka Chandimal will put this to the corner. Around 15 to 20 minutes remaining in the clock. They'll surely want to cut back the deficit. That is going to be important come the latter status of the tournament. Dulaj now there acting as the hooker, goes to the first spot, forms the maul, and rolls off, and the ball has been turned over by Kandy. Looks like it's puts the ball high up and under, collected but knocked on by Kevin Dixon, and Kandy will have a scrum inside the opposition half.
Wajid Fahmy there ripping the ball off again off that maul and then taking out. This is very, very uncharacteristic of Kevin Dixon. Through the bucket it went. The skipper.
Ready? Set.
Again, a lovely launch pad for Kandy Sports Club.
The new front row.
Bye. Set.
Here is Suranga Tennakon acting as the scrum half. Waits till he gets the advantage, gets it right to Asiri. A lovely inside ball to Dinaleka Nayaka, looked flat. But the penalty advantage will come for Kandy Sports Club.
Number 7. Number 7.
Dinaleka Nayaka running a lovely straightening line through the defense of the Sri Lions. There you go, that's the bench. Only Diluksha Dange to come in off the bench. All other players have been substituted on.
Good kick. Just on the 22. Sri Lions will want to end this game on a high note, definitely. Here is that pass. Nice from our city. Looks a little forward with the momentum. Flat off the hand, forward it went. Arunashanta was on the spot. In line.
Nepullatu Korala to throw in.
Off kalla diyendai. Changes. Number 5.
There you go, that's another substitution. The number 5 going off. That's Denuwan Silva for Sri Lions. The number 20 has found its way. Supun Dilshan as Aptu Korala goes to the front. Chatura Soisa. And not 5 meters is the call from referee Arunashant. And hence it will be a free kick in favor of Sri Lions. Quickly taken by Dushmanta Priyadarshana. Here's scrum half. Knocking it on is Dinu Kamarasinga. Lovely pass from Asiri Senuratna. Here's Kavindu Pereira still on his feet. Caught him back against 4 players. And takes the ball into contact. Kevin Dixon was right over it, but he did not release it. Release the player. Hence penalty. Another penalty in favor of Kandy. Quickly taken. And there was a hand. There probably will be a yellow card coming as well. Chatura Soisa and earned and goes over. Chatura Soisa scores right on the corner. The 7th Conbank try of the game for Kandy. And they are running away with it now.
A well-deserving try for Chatura Soisa, Kavint. He had done all the hard work. Engine room, won a few scrums. Dulaj Navodya gets a yellow card as well in the meantime for a high shot probably. But Chatura Soisa, that's the man on your screen. Looks a totally different player this season. Has got leaner, fitter. And has done a lot of work during the off-season, and he's showing what he's capable of. Lucky there. Tilna Bandara had the presence of mind to switch the ball onto the outside. Chatura Soisa, look at that, 1-2. Scores the try.
Kandy, the coaching staff will be really happy that the combinations are coming together. And the defensive combination after that first 15 minutes from the backline of Kandy have been brilliant. Kavindu Pereira, Anushka Ranjan, Tarinder Ratat missing this one. But there's around 10 to 12 minutes remaining in the clock, and they'll want to score big and increase that try tally. There you go. Half of his shot ripped off. Still making way. Even last season, he had a good start to the season, but was unluckily injured as the season progressed. Here's Tarin Chaturanga to Wajid Fawmi, who straightens the line. Tilina Bandara taking it into control. Here's Asiri to Thari. Thari, lovely cutout pass to Srinath Surya Bandara, who puts the ball to boot. Collected by Kevin Dixon this time. And he puts the ball to boot, and that probably is full out. And Kandy will have a line out from where Kevin Dixon kicked. And it's right from outside the 22 meters.
Hookah, 2 meter hookah. Please. Mark it. Okay, mark it. And mark it. Hurry, Yandiba. Come in.
10 minutes to go on our clock. Sometimes the fans must be used to a 70-minute clock because that's how the school games ended. But we are playing the club game and the international rules, so it'll be a 80-minute game. Here is Ratwat, short ball off to Ethan. Takes the ball into contact. Here is Tilna Bandara, lovely loop around to Tennakon, to Asiri Seniviratna. Good take there by Nepula Tukorala, but drops it to the touch line. 54 points to 14 in the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League tournament here at the Nittawela Rugby Stadium against Sri Lions, making their debut in the club rugby arena.
Siriratna giving a lovely cutout pass, but if it had gone through Srinath Suryabandar, would have opened up a door inside. But Sri Lions a scrum to get out of jail from inside the 22 meters. Sri Lions, after scoring those two quick initial tries in the first 15 minutes of the game, has really gone down in fitness. And there again another good brilliant scrum from Kandy. Here's Dinu Kamarasinghe taking the ball into contact. Ball out, ball turned over. Holding on is the call from the referee. Quickly taken by Kasun Suranga and gives it to Tarun Chaturanga, and Tarun Chaturanga will score the 9th commercial bank try of the game for Kandy. Easy does it. Quickly taken by Kasun Suranga and sent it through the hands, and Tarun Chaturanga scores the 9th try.
Yeah, the floodgates has continued to keep on opening, like in the recent days around our country as well. Chaturanga, 3 would-be tacklers there just falling off. Tarun Chaturanga just walked off like he would do in a training at Nittawela, probably at 6 in the evening. Tarinda Ratwata, regulation kick under the post. Connects it well, and through the post it goes. 61 points to 14. Aruna Pereira has another good boot as well. He's running the tee today for Tavi. Huge win coming up for Kandy Sports Club at the start of the season. Sri Lions, on the other hand, will have everything to play for in this season. They need to get their act right, probably work on a bit of conditioning. Skill level doesn't seem to have much of an issue. The game is over. 61 points to 14. Finishes the game here at Kandy Sports Club. Kandy winning the game. So as usual, the fans are walking to embrace the Kandy team, as Sri Lions have had a disappointing outing today, but they had a very, very good start to the season. .61 points to 14. That's the full-time confirmation of the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League Tournament. 61 points to 14. Kandy Sports Club winning against the Sri Lions in week 1. The opener of the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League Tournament for 24-25. Here's the highlights. Early in the second half, Kandy winning a penalty. Tarinda Ratwata putting that over. And then from there on, it was some very, very, very good work by the team. Coming to Pereira, stepping off one, creating that overlap offload to Heshan Jansen. Asiri Seniviratna, good running line, lovely backdoor pass, backhand pass. And Dahan finishing that off. Tarinder Ratwata kicks it. This was another try created by Wajid Faumi to Dinale Kanayaka and Ethan Schneider-Loos scoring that try. As eventually the final nail on the coffin was of course by Chatura Soiza, a man of the match today, who had a very, very good game, and Tarindu Chaturanga sealing that off as well. The match ended 61 points to 14 in favor of Kandy Sports Club. There you go. 8 tries to 2, 6 conversions to 2, 3 penalties. And our player of the match today is Chatura Soiza, the second row for Kandy Sports Club. The Club Rugby League, the Mastercard Club Rugby League will continue next week for the week 2 as we have Police Sports Club taking on CHNFC, Air Force taking on Havelock. So that should be a very, very good game at Air Force grounds. Then we have CR taking on Sri Lions, and that will be the opener for the defending champions at CNFC grounds under lights first game. And then Kandy Sports Club will take Army here next Sunday at Nittawela. So that's it, Kavint, and from myself, Dinuk, here tonight at a lovely evening up in Kandy, a lovely cold evening. And I'm sure that all the fans who are standing on the ground at the moment will go happily after what was a disappointing end last season for Kandy Sports Club, as they have started the season on a high with a 61-14 victory against the newcomers, Sri Lions. Good night from our production team up in Nittawela. We'll see you soon with more sporting action.
spicy fun vibe Rugby කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්න Nittawela හදවත බාවල යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න cream කොතුමි fun තමයි
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi, fantamai.
I study not just to change myself, but to make a change.
Everyone's end point is my starting point.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Kamu da macang, prima kotumi fanta mai.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm.
I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Prima kotumi fanta mai.
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you.
Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamu da macang, prima kotumi fanta mai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe Rugby berkerana. Beat එක remake කරන්න නැතවෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගෙදර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්ක කොලන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamu da macang, prima kotumi fanta mai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamu da macang, prima kotumi fanta mai.
Spicy fun vibe Rugby berkerana. Beat එක remake කරන්න නැතවෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගෙදර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්ක කොලන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
Kamu da macang, prima kotumi fanta mai.